Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your September 2021 read. As I was getting myself ready for this reading, Taurus, the words, "It's lonely at the top," came to mind. And then what counteracted that was, "It's lonely at the bottom as well." When you was crying, blood, sweat and tears, putting together whatever it is you've got going on, whom was there to help you? Nobody. They was off in 2s and 3s talking about you. When you started that business, was they a foot soldier? Did they promote it? When you wrote that book, when you finished your accolade, got your certificate, did they sing your praises? Did they hook you up to business contacts? Did they even put a penny or a penticale towards what you had going on? No, they didn't. And as you will notice, as you continue to ascend, right, and get a more stable foothold in whatever you've got going on, you will find you've come to new levels. New levels bring new devils. They'll be glad to greet you to the level, right? But as you continue to ascend, they too will be what? The back, front, neck stabbing snakes. Yes, baby, they come in all shapes and sizes. You're realizing, Taurus, that this is not the time for you to sit back on your laurels. You've decided to what? Become the terminator, the stripper in your life, stripping away the toxic and the toxicity of it all. Those that didn't see it for you, had you underestimated, Taurus. Earth sign. You are dependable, grounded, reliable. You know how to get to the material sides of life. You enjoy comforts. You are loyal to a fault. This is why it was lonely at the bottom. You are realizing in this season, right? You've got to be practical about the people pleasing. You're cutting that shiznai out.
Just like you skipped out on buying Amazon stock and
Google. Please excuse the adverts. We're going to dive right in. Get an ancestral message before we kick it off at a hot trot. Taurus, September 2021. Realizing Matthew 10:14 is most appropriate and fitting in certain circumstances, never to be revisited again. They had you at Lot's wife. Yes, gates of triumph. I told you, as you continue to ascend, Taurus, you are going to new levels, coming out of your comfort zone, creating what? Your own way, going into the undergrowth, darling dear. The green speaks about what? Your growth, your compassion, darling dear. And this is a season for you getting receptivity. This is a time for you to what? Accept and forgive. Why? Because they ain't coming with your blood. They've got to stay where they are, 60 feet, being fed with a long spoon. Success expands in your life. Let's go to the book. We're using the Scarred Traveler. Right. Gates of Triumph is page 57. We have a 5 and a 7. The 5 is represented by what? The Taurus. You are in your element. Hierophant energy. This is about boundaries. Some of you are creating new institutes, new business, darling dears. This also speaks about some are entering into marriage, long-term partnerships. This is also about trust in your higher self, having faith the size of a mustard seed in Father God Most High. But remembering James 2:14, faith without works is dodo dead, darling dear. As you continue to what? Ascend, you will find it's lonely at the top, darling. However, you are lonely with all that you co-created in the name of Father God for yourself, darling dear. Why not be lonely in the back of a limousine rather than be what? Lonely at the bottom with the skullduggerous, those that are what? Agent Smith affiliates, Judases in a Peter suit. The 7. I nearly forgot the 7. Went off on one, I did. But then again, who gonna check me, boo? Exactly, right? The 7 represents Chariot energy, Cancer energy. This talks about your success. Again, you continuing to what? Be determined and let your intuition be the guide, because your intuition is on 1000 as you enter the month of September 2021. One fell swoop will what? Wipe every one of those shadows out once and for all. Those tedious fools bound for the spiritual short bus with the square wheels. Don't let too late be your cry, Taurus. You've been pipped at the post, okay? You've been warned, tipped off. The Chariot energy also speaks about what the warrior within you, darling dear. Spirit is also pointing out the fact that you need to what? Continue to be focused. For those that are single, a new partner is on your hemisphere. We also see travel, because the Chariot talks about travel, going on vacay or traveling for business. You'll be meeting a new partner, whether in the romance or the love department. Either way, Google is your friend, blood. You trust no one in this season, Taurus. You Google the shiznai out of them. And when you finish that, if they want the romance or the business, they better give up their birth natal chart. You need to look at their Hellenistic chart to see what's going on, blood. Because you are not about to be tricked, because you remember how lonely it was at the bottom. You will not, I repeat, not allow anybody to take you off the pedestal you built for yourself. You felt like an orphan of life, Taurus. Compassionate Taurus. Dependable Taurus. Well, now you've depended on yourself second and Father God Most High first. And you are winning while all are sinning in the background. Page 57. Let's get to it. The gates of triumph are waiting to open deep and wide for you. Inner and outer success is coming your way. Thriving is a state of mind. Accept that you can reach any goal you desire, and even more. Victories will expand in your life. The more you feel it, the more love, prosperity, fame, and fortune will pour into your life. The Scar Traveler wants you to know, arriving in a foreign hamlet, wreaths of flower are placed around the Scar Traveler's shoulders. The townspeople celebrate and honor the traveler. The village elders know the challenges faced and overcome and are welcoming with open arms. If a situation knocks you over, get up and brush yourself off. Come through, Aaliyah. At first you don't succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. Whomsoever rocked your boat will be looking from what? The nosebleed section, Taurus. Right, let me get back to the book. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. I told you, case is a pointer. Where was I? And discover what you learned. You aren't a failure if you fall down, only if you stay down. So keep going and believe in yourself. This is what true success is. Acknowledge your accomplishments in life. Congratulate yourself. Don't wait for those bottom feeders with their what? Bad mind, darling dear. Lord 10 of the 48 laws of power to bring you down or take the shine of your accomplishments, your successes. And Chariot energy is also a car, darling dear, a new chariot of righteousness. Why is it the chariot of righteousness? Wherever you go in your car is righteous, darling dear. Victory, good fortune, and triumph are at hand. For you to screenshot and read anytime you feel someone's coming for your gusto. What's next? Grace and gratitude? Always, darling dear. Gratitude every day. Kick your way out of the duvet like a 6-month-old. Why? Father God gave you another day to get great, Taurus. To leave the bottom-feeded and the feeble-minded where they are. 2 are in the bed. One is taken. Yes. Let's get the big cards to get an overall energy for you for the month of September 2021. Understanding the length and breadth of Proverbs 26:11. As a fool returns to his folly, only a dog will return to his vomit. This is your season for cake, Taurus. You've worked really hard, especially on yourself. What's this? What did I say? Happy days, darling dear. This is the Sun card, the happiest card in the deck, darling dear. Infinite possibilities, having raised your vibration, being blessed by Father God Most High. Grace is a place in where you need to be. Why? Because you deserve it, Taurus. You went through and you made it, right? And you're about to what? Climb and ascend in whatever field you have chosen to transform in. This speaks about the birth of a child, happy circumstances, a new job, whatever you've got going on. Wanting love? I told you already, we saw in the 5 and the 7. A new partner is afoot, darling dear. This means you mustn't leave your house looking like the crypt keeper. That's so 2020, when all you had was the kitchen, the front room, and the bedroom to go to. We are being released back into society. Spirit wants you to what? Keep your optimism at the forefront, darling dear. You have to see it for yourself. Conceive, believe, and achieve. Let the feeble-minded watch from the nosebleed section. Sun card, Leo energy, darling dears. The gates of triumph, new beginnings. This is about you what? Burning those bitches. Not the people in particular. I'm talking about the bridges, darling dear. It was a slip of the tongue. Burning the bridges. Cementing up the door and the window so they can't get in. Can't come back. Because as you continue to rise up in status, your bank account looking healthy, right? You're doing a Benjamin Buttons or Benjamina Buttons as you start to look younger, as you move away from the toxic and toxicity. This is also what? A return to health. If you are pregnant, this birth is going to be what? Absolutely easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yes, baby. It also speaks about marriage of minds. I told you, partnership is afoot, darling dear. Your gangster has been recognized and divine is sending in what? Helpmates to help you continue to ascend. But remember, just because they're a walker in your story now does not mean they are meant to come with you. No, your journey's for you alone. Right, bossing up. Look at this. Your Pentacale game is strong in them streets, darling dear. This also speaks about what? An older person, a benefactor, possibly an older partner in the romantical or the business field. Somebody who is going to what? Meet your standards. This is a future husband or wife. And if you are already in a loving, healthy relationship, this talks about what? And a child is born. Or you are building together. This is what you're calling a what? What's that thing? A power couple. A power couple. The King of One, the King of Pentacles, I've said the King of One. Somebody's watching you and wants to take action towards you. I told you, you're being watched. The Pentacale is also online, darling dear. This is about you what? Continuing to what? Be satisfied and proud of what you've achieved. Some of you are entrepreneurs in them streets. They, them, and arm didn't help you at the bottom. They made you feel lonely, different, like you're wasting your time. They are so silly, numbskulls, as they what? Watch from the nosebleed section as you clean up in the month of September, Taurus. And while you're cleaning up, you what? Move in silence. You shut up, big cat. You tell no one nothing. energy around Taurus as they enter September 2021, because we already saw the pentacles and the happiness, the optimism, being spiritually guided. That's what the birds represent, darling dear. Yes. New beginnings, darling dear. Passionate new beginnings. This also represents my what? Love in the boudoir. Somebody wants to give you a bit of what? Eggplant. What is this? The rod of correction, right? Or the what? Panani of infinite possibilities. But this person is coming what? Whole and set. And as you move towards this happiness, somebody's going to be living in regret, crying like a Mitch into their fist, darling dear, as they cry what? Too late, too late. They missed Taurus. Oh, yes. Oh, let me show you what's going on here. Someone that kept you mentally trapped, darling dear. You've decided to what? Sail away. This is about you what? Compartmentalizing what no longer serves you. Putting it down. Realizing, right, with the 5 of Cups, you've got 2 of Cups behind you. You can attract whatever you want, but you need to get your cranium right, darling dear. And how do you do that? The DNS like a boss. The DNS. This passionate new beginning. Sorry, let me put some more light on the situation. As I slide back up to the deck, as I was saying, victory and success, darling dears, is being afforded you, right? You're feeling inspired, tapping into your creativities. This also speaks about what? The birth of a child. Somebody's about to give birth. Yes, love it. It's going to be creating tower moments for the jelly bogelli. It's also what? You gaining a new level to your confidences. Why? You're relying on your intuition. The ones also represent what? Spirituality, darling dear, as well as downloads, being guided by the unseen, Father God Most High, as you continue to what? Step it up. Clarify this Ace of Wands. Yes! The back, front, neck, stabbering snakes. Straight out of Slytherin, licking the devil's balls before they dare address you. This is a liar, a cheat, a stabberer, a daggerer. Somebody who is what? A tree sloth. Their genitalia has amnesia and they can't count to 2. This person would like to bruck in again on what you've got going on. They're having what? Ruminating thoughts, darling dear. This is also about you. Don't doubt your abilities in the month of September 2021, Taurus. Why? Because you've got it going on like that. This is about you what? Having landed on your back and you was able to look up and get up. Realize that it's not over till you win, Taurus. And if you haven't won, it's not over. Someone would like to come back in. This person is coming in what? With a lion panani or a lion futum. Good God. Tree sloth. And it's probably got algae in their fur. This is attachments, darling dear. STDs. What? Wants to drop off a quick soul tie to get you at hockey sticks at dawn and tongue wrestling with your shadow. Yes. Somebody's not liking the fact that you managed to pull away and have a new passionate creative beginning for yourself. They're not loving it. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, clarifying this what? Oh, now we're seeing it all. Somebody that had you in what? A third party situation. Look at all of those masks, darling dear. You would know which face to slap because behind the mask was another mask. This is a perpetrator of the good times. Love the feminine energies, right? Or putting it out there in them streets. The 3 of Cups is represented by Cancer energy as well as Mercury energy, darling dears. This is also what? You leaving behind a third party situation, looking over your shoulder, right? Can't you see the 2 of Swords under your arm? You made a firm choice, darling dear. That's 5 of Swords in the reverse. You don't have a paw in the fight. You are not listening to what? No F shit. Because you realize it's the whisperings of Hannibal Lecter, which will set you back. Shut these ornament doors, gates, all the mental gates, right? And knock you off your high horse, blood. Listen, don't have it, okay? And don't confuse yourself. You know what happened to you in that situation, and you know what motivated you to get great, so that you never, ever, ever have to ask for help because they made you feel lonely, insignificant. Oh well, they underestimated you, Taurus, and now they're paying for it. Well, that's their business, blood. It's their business, right? What about this passion? Listen, Empress or Emperor of everything. And a child is born. I told you, somebody's about to what? Give birth or going to get pregnant in a new situation. You better make sure that you have all of the intel, right? Because you may be solo dolo like the girls on the pole. This also speaks about your growth, darling dear. Understanding the grass is greener under thee. And whomsoever, if you over last season, gets the big ticket for the nosebleed section. They're watching you boss up, create multiple streams of income, knowing your worth, nurturing unto yourself. If you've got progeny, they are proud of you. You are an ideal parent. Why? You teach them in the way you move. The way you move, darling dear. Yes, bossing up on Mitches and bitches, left, right, and center. What about the wicked? This one. What about them? What of the wicked? Yes! Stuck inside their own scoperation, right? These are the ones that you need to avoid, and you will instinctively know who they are. They've got no ambition, they have no dreams, therefore, they want you to remain in other worth, a thumber, not having any direction, just like them, stuck in their own stagnant situations and full of toxicity. The Three of Wands on its face. They are waiting for clarity on how to get back to you. This person is holding on to the past. So they are what? Filled, right? With revenge. For you. They've got a stabation. Because as you continue to what? Glow up and grow up, right? And continue to what? Shine off your pedestal, blood. Because you was in the bargain bucket, darling dear. You had to drag yourself out by your elbows, right? Over the counter, right? Up into the high glass cabinet, right? The one that they have the spotlight on, right? And security cameras until you put the toe tag on your worth, right? You would have stayed where they wanted you to be. But what you have, Taurus, was not on you. It's in you. You was born to succeed. Remember, they was just walk-ons in your life. They was meant to make you feel lonely. It was part of their contract. So that you could know thyself, right? Go within and come out like a badass. With badassery. And the Pentacale. And the Benjamin buttons. Or Benjamina buttons. Turning the clocks back. Base of the deck. Look! To your upright Empress, you was dealing with a high commander Decepticon. I don't care if it's Granny. Granny's got to go, blood. Granny's got a black heart. I don't care if it's Timmy. Timmy's got a big mouth and is a backstabber. I don't care if Shantae always turns up. Shantae come with what? The bad juju. This is the envious one. This is the one that would fight you. If you are parenting and about to give birth to someone like this, the lying backstabbing cheat who's stagnant and stuck in their ways. One's in the reverse is somebody who perpetrates the itchy and scratchy show, right? Allow them, right? Because they are going to get exactly what they deserve. And what's that? A bitch or a midge, a spellcaster, right? A like-minded tree sloth, whomsoever they've gone into union with. Because I'm getting another situation. You are the one that's pregnant. This person feels as though they took your person. They didn't. How can the maid take the trash when you've already decided to put it at the curb? Come on. They are living in Guantanamo Bay, darling. They are stagnant and stuck in their own toxicity. This is a couple that needs to stay together, right? And give the rest of us a break. Cheating on each other. If they have children, they are no one's parent. This person is not even a bit. They like to what? Use magic as well. Sex magic, blood magic. This is somebody who what? Casts aspersions on anything you've got going on. Why? They're jealous and they can't co-create. They don't understand judgment has drawn up to their domicile, the Mud Hut, 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue. 2 streets over from Loser Lane in the district of the damned. Whatever they've got going on, they're fighting, right? They're both cheating and they're both lying, and everybody's paying on you, blood. As you continue to watch, shine off your pedestal and give them the full effect of Easter Island and Stevie Wonder during the month of September 2021. This also speaks about what? Celebrations. Somebody's going to be having a baby shower, right? Also celebrating the fact of this child, a miracle child. This also speaks about a premature birth, a quick cartation that you wasn't expecting, darling dear. But you know what? That child is healthy and will do well. What of this Three of Cups? This is growth in all. The Empress talks about growth in all areas, abundance. What did I just say? As I speak about abundance, here comes the big P, the big Pentacale. Return to your health, healthier situations, healthier choices that you're making. Yes, it may be lonely at the top, darling dear, but it's a top that you co-created in the name of Father God Most High. This is about you continuing to put effort into whatever you have put your mind towards, Taurus. This is about tangible returns being paid in turn. This is also my ring bearing card. I already told you, an older partner is checking out your lines. Someone's going to be invited on a date, darling dear. Yes, I told you, the loyalty of a new partner. For those that are single during the month of September or approaching then, this is somebody who's loyal, methodical, and they know how to get to the bag. They too will come in with multiple streams of income, as do you, Taurus, as do you. This is somebody who what? Will be what? A dependable partner, someone you can rely on. The Knight of Peace, they like routine and they are stable as well as focused. This person will take the time. They're carefully planning their approach to you, Taurus. Yes, all of this earth energy. Look, I can't make it up. True love's first kiss. In the original Rider-Waite deck, we see the multiple streams of water. That talks about multiple streams of income. I already said, power couple. Your couple runneth over. Know this. No weapon formed against you, right? From past dark energies shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. Know this. Leave the pet cemeteryites where they are. It was lonely at the bottom, right? Amongst the bottom feeders, the feeble-minded. But it's also lonely at the top. You was put in spiritual quarantine so you could know thyself. Build your kingdom so that what? You could vibrate at a higher frequency, attracting like-minded souls. Split the deck, yes baby. Wounded warrior, look back at what you went through. Could be as many as 9 months, 9 years, or 9 people that put their boot in, put the big word on you. But you had to rely on your spirituality. Look over your shapely shoulder, because you are never, ever going back. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, always move slowly forward, never backwards. Your Pentacale game is looking good, right? Some of you prayed, asked for these enemies to be revealed, and good golly and gosh, this is even a mother figure. Cold-blooded. This person hated you from birth, darling dear. Listen, right next to the Empress. Why? Because of what your father did to them. They took it out on you. Oh well, let them live within that shit. I told you, sometimes granny's got to go. Yeah. Right. Gonna use the wisdom of the Oracle chakra to get another message. Yes, baby, isolation is afoot, right? But you have to also bear in mind, law 18 of the 48 laws of power, full-on isolation is dangerous. Yes, it's lonely at the top, darling dear. You have to be ambivert in this season. Go out and get the peas, show yourself to society, and get straight back in to get more peas Focus on what you've got going on. This is about you bossing up in your isolation, right? Realizing where and when to make the cartations, making right choices for you, right? The isolation also reminds me of what? The Hermit, Virgo energy. Self-improvement, self-examination, realizing what and whom you needed to isolate yourself from in order to what? Grow, darling dear. I can't make this shiznai up. This reminds me of what? The Nine of Pentacles. This is about you avoiding drama at all costs. This is about you not going around those bottom feeders that never liked you. You're going to feel it. The hairs on the back of your neck or on your arms will stand up. You start to feel sick in your tummy. Don't go around them. You have to remember, law 5 of the 48 laws of power. Reputation is everything. Hang with 4 bottom feeders. Guess who's going to be number 5? You've got your growth game, right, on lock. Continue to move forward, right? Let me tell you something. Judgment is being delivered onto the vein, right? The village idiots, right? Because at the ending of the day, as you continue to ascend and are obviously head and shoulders above others, right? They're going to be jealous. They're going to be in their cups. They're going to be talking in 2s and 3s, right? But mouth wrestling, tongue wrestling is not going to bother you. Why? Divine has a hand in your life. Split the deck. Look. Balance is going to be bought. The same ones that didn't help you at the bottom, right? As you balance Shiznai out, Libra energy, right? They're going to have to turn their back, right? In shame. Because they can't come back and they can't get to you. This is a season of resolution, right? Where the injustices against you are balancing out as you continue to ascend, Taurus. This is about you what? Tapping into what? The gates of triumph, darling dear. Let's get some more intel before we push on. The next read I'll be coming back with is Leo. Jeez. Right. What did I say? A series of fortunate events is about to befall you, right? Oh, look at this. Below ground zero, the dusties, the ones that are in survival mode, fight, flight, or freeze, full-on opportunists. Use your third eye. It's on 1000. You turned up the wattage. Oh, what did I say? I avoid the children. They remind me what I lost. That's why they're doing it, darling dear. That's why they're doing too late is their cry. This is why you have to boss up and show your progeny, if you have them, that you run things don't run you. Right? Deviant sex. Somebody's going to be exposed for that. Right? Blood magic. What did I say? Graveyard Watusi. When they're going into the graveyard, right? Trying all of that chaos magic. What do they think would happen? On the ×3. And up to the 3rd generation, they are mad blood. Why would you go and pick up graveyard dirt? You don't know what spirit is held within said dirt. Are you mad blood? Well, whatever they did, the consequences they wanted for you, they wanted you to fail. Somebody's been at it every day. They've got some kind of altar or a picture, one of your something of yours, an item of yours, and they're trying to infuse it, right, with drudgery and zemblanity, but they don't realize that it's falling back on them. They can't co-create. Every relationship they're in, right, is toxic, full of what? Doppelgangation, darling dear, and advocates of the gingivitis, liars as well. Nothing like a liar blood, right? You better get your restraining order on them in spirit as well as on Malkuth, darling dear. Try to keep busy. All I think about is you. Good God. If that don't make you jettison into a spiritual bath and do another cord cutting, I don't know what will, Taurus. On that note, I dropped me mic. Toddle over to Teesprings, where I have a plethora of paraphernalia that will surely titillate your fancy in a multiple range of colors, right? Or take the hop, skip, and jump to the Patreon, where you will have access to all the extended reads for $5.55 change. Or if you require a personal read from me, please email me at frequencyphoenix555@gmail.com. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. What's going on with my music? I didn't ask for this. From the from the ashes, baby. Namaste. It's lonely at the top, Taurus, but it was lonely at the bottom. And if you bring these blessing blockers back into your existence, expect the DNS. Expect to lose your hairline. Expect for your life to be jettisoned into catastrophe and disaster as they praise your downfall. Namaste! Cat, cat! Cat, cat!